Hey, happy weekend, YouTube. Hope everyone had a decent week trading. I've been red this past week. Can tell by my performance here. Not too good. A lot of news in the market today. Actually, this whole week with the increasing interest rates and increasing bond yields, all good signs of a good economy. That's why the Fed and those institutions want to keep it under control. So basically, it's with the increasing bond yields, interest rates, all that stuff, it's incentivizing people that save to save more because they're getting better rate of return on their savings, as well as making bonds more attractive. So that kind of spooked stock investors, but it's not an issue for me since I'm in it for the long haul on these stocks, and for whatever companies that's well managed or is continuing to grow revenue and look at new opportunities, it shouldn't matter. Short-term pain like this. You can kind of see my 3-month chart. It's really just a blip in the radar. Going up to that point. So, red day in the markets. Options definitely make it worse, but I'm holding in there. And just kind of want to take the video today to talk about a couple. Two companies that reported earnings. The first one being Costco. So Costco, love this company. Purchased about a month ago. So I'm down on my initial investment, but basically their earnings, their revenue in their fiscal fourth quarter increased 5% to 44.4 billion. So this translates to a net income of 1.04 billion or $2.36 per share EPS. So these results are basically in line with the analysts' expectations and estimates, so nothing noteworthy there. Their renewal rates are pretty constant, which is awesome to see since they generate most of their operating income from their membership fees. So that's a big part of their business, so that's been good. The reason the stock went down is because the company disclosed what they call material weakness and internal control. So that spooked investors a little bit. Basically, the CFO, Richard Galanti, I was confused by this statement. So basically, kind of reading off the presser here, he said that the issues had to do with internal user access. People within IT are contractors and somebody who may have had access to something that they should have, and sometimes that once they shouldn't have had access relieved, it took a little long to do so. So the controls were in place. We should have done a better job. We went as far as we could in some systems for the entire fiscal year, which is what you want to do. In some of newer systems, there was no look back ability for certain things. I can tell you that all the look backs that we have done and all our outside help has found no issues whatsoever in terms of misstatements or breaches. So some sort of internal thing they're gonna have to fix in terms of their financial reporting. So honestly, doesn't matter to me. Long term, it's a great stock, great business. I go every time, pretty much every weekend there, and the warehouses are packed. They're continuing to drive people into their stores, not just their shopping and their private label, but the gas station, the food court, their travel services, many different services they have, their auto. So great stock for the long term. And I would love to buy more if it potentially keeps dipping, so we'll see about that. So kind of moving on to the next one, and that's Constellation Brands. So Constellation, on the other hand, had a really good week, up a little over 3%. You can see I'm up a little over 4% on that investment. So Constellation did really well. Kind of looking at their earnings. So their quarterly revenue climbed 9% year over year to 2.53 billion, and that's helped by 11% increase in beer sales and 9% growth from wine and spirits. So that's awesome to see, because people have been saying beer sales and alcohol sales have been going down because of the increasing legalization of marijuana and stuff, but clearly it's not the case with Constellation, which is awesome to see. A lot of their beer brands are think of like a Modelo or a Corona, kind of like the Hispanic population, and that being that increasing in the United States. I know Hispanics are going to be accounting for about over 25% of the U.S. by 2025. So beers like that are definitely kind of following the trends where, not just Hispanics, but, kids in college or whatever, love that kind of beer. So, Constellation's capitalizing on that, but they also did report earnings of unrealized gains from their investment in Canopy Growth. So they're invested 38% into Canopy, which I've talked about previously. So a $639 million unrealized gain in Canopy. So their stock's been up, so they're making money off of that as well. So, double-digit EPS growth. Constellation's continuing to be a leader, and they're a grower. So, their investment in marijuana, we'll see how that pans out. And yeah, hopefully they keep growing. So they increased their full-year outlook, which is awesome to see. So guidance increased. Therefore, you can kind of see that their stock has increased, which is awesome to see. And I love to have them. They're kind of basically a staple. I like to think of them as recession proof as well. So also going to be holding for the long term. Growing dividend yield, 14 PE. I mean, it's a great time to get in, honestly, in Constellation Brands. Whether you are looking for a company that's dabbling in cannabis, or just a solid beer and spirits company. So Constellation there for you. So yeah, Costco down, Constellation up. Not much action other than that. Look to have a better week with my options next week. So yeah, we'll see. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to subscribe, and I will continue to make new videos. So hope everyone has a great weekend, and talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching.